Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a beautiful princess with long golden hair named Rapunzel. She lived in a tall tower with her pet unicorn Sparkle. One day, Rapunzel wanted to go to the kingdom for some supplies so she could make some yummy food for her and Sparkle. So Rapunzel got dressed, grabbed a basket, and headed out the door. "Don't forget your manners, Sparkle," called Mother Gossel from inside the tower. "Say please and thank you." Okay, replied Sparkle as he followed after her. He sighed as he looked up at the tall tower they called home. "I hate living in a tower. I wish we could live in a castle or maybe a tree house or anywhere but here. Can't we just run away, Rapunzel?" "No way," said Rapunzel. "Mother Gossel would never let us leave. Besides, I'm sure she has something special planned for today. Maybe we'll finally get to bake that triple chocolate cake. Ooh, I can't wait." As soon as they reached the bottom of the tower, they met up with one of Rapunzel's friends, a goofy but lovable peasant named Pascal. "Hey Pascal, what are you doing here?" asked Rapunzel. I actually came to take you and your horse to the kingdom," said Pascal, his face turning bright red. I was hoping you wouldn't mind giving me a ride. My feet are killing me." "Oh, of course," said Rapunzel. She got on Sparkle's back and told Pascal to jump on behind her. Then they headed down the path toward the kingdom. Now, ever since Mother Gossel had taken Rapunzel in all those years ago, she had forbidden the princess from leaving the tower. The only time she allowed her to go to the kingdom was when she absolutely had to. And even then, she made Rapunzel bring Sparkles along to protect her. When they arrived at the marketplace, Rapunzel quickly went to work collecting the ingredients she needed. She gathered flour, sugar, chocolate, and everything else she needed to make the most delicious meal that had ever been made. And while she worked, Sparkle stood patiently waiting for her to finish. But suddenly, a group of mean kids approached him. "Hey, ugly horse, move aside," they said. "You're blocking our way." "Oh, sorry," said Sparkles, stepping aside. The kids snickered as they walked past him. "Hey, watch it," said Sparkles, but the kids just kept walking. Suddenly, one of them tripped and fell right into a barrel of glitter. "You, gross," said one of the other kids. "Get it off me," he cried. Sparkles couldn't help himself. He started laughing. The kids turned around and saw him. "What's so funny, ugly horse?" they asked. "I'm sorry," said Sparkles, trying to catch his breath. "It's just that you look like a bag of sequins." "Oh yeah," said one of the kids. "Well, you look like a pile of poo." "Thanks for the compliment," said Sparkles sarcastically. Then he walked away. The kids stared at him in amazement. "Did he just insult us?" one of them whispered. "Yeah," another one said, "and he did it without even getting scared. That takes guts." "Guts," repeated the kid who had fallen in the glitter. "That's what I mean. I don't have any guts." "Of course you do," said one of the other kids. "You just need to find them." "Hey, wanna know how to be brave like that horse?" "Really? How?" asked the kid. "By taking care of a pet," said the kid. "Having a pet gives you courage. Having a cat gives you confidence. A dog gives you loyalty, and a rabbit gives you kindness. Even a hamster can give you determination. If you want to be as brave as that horse, you need to get yourself a pet." "A pet," said the glittery kid. Where can I get one?" the pet palooza, of course, said one of the other kids. What's that? It is this huge festival where all the animals who need homes come together with their favorite toys and tricks to find someone who will adopt them. Oh, I would love to go, said the kid. Then let's go, said one of the other kids, and they all ran off together. When Rapunzel was done shopping, she found Sparkles staring off into space. Are you okay, Sparkles? She asked. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine, he replied. I just remembered I have to get my teeth cleaned today. Do you think the dentist will pull out my tooth? I've always wanted to have a tooth pulled out. You silly, said Rapunzel. Your teeth are fine. Let's go home now. As they were heading back to the tower, they saw a huge crowd of people gathered together. I wonder what's going on, said Rapunzel. Let's go check it out, said Sparkles. As they approached the crowd, they heard loud cheers and applause. Look, it's the pet palooza, said Rapunzel. All the mean kids from earlier were there, along with many others, and in the center of the crowd, there was a small stage where all kinds of animals were performing tricks and showing off their talents. I can't believe it, said Rapunzel. This is amazing. Hey, why don't you show them a trick, Sparkles? Me? No way, said Sparkles. I can't do any tricks, and besides, I'm sure they just want to laugh at me. Oh, I don't think so, said Rapunzel. She led him onto the stage and introduced him to the crowd. Everyone, this is my pet unicorn, Sparkles. Wow, a real-life unicorn, said one of the kids. Can he really do magic? He's not really a unicorn, whispered Rapunzel to the kid. He's just a horse. What? Shouted the kid. Then what was that glitter in your hair earlier? And why did you laugh at those bullies? I don't know, said Rapunzel. Maybe he just likes to laugh at people. No, I don't, said Sparkles. I just didn't want to upset them. You know, because of the whole being the only horse at a pet palooza thing. Oh, I understand, said the kid. Being different isn't easy. When I was little, I always felt different too. I liked playing with dolls and tea sets and wearing pretty dresses. But other kids said I wasn't allowed to do those things because I was a boy. So I stopped playing with my toys and I stuffed them all in my closet. I didn't want anyone to know I still had them. I know how you feel, said Sparkles. I love playing with the butterflies and the birds, but whenever the other horses see me, they tell me I'm not allowed to do that because I'm a horse. So I just stay in the tower all day baking with Rapunzel. It's not fair, said the kid. You should be able to do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. Why don't you show us your talent, Sparkle? Show us what makes you you. My talent? Asked Sparkle. Well, I guess I do like to pretend I'm a butterfly sometimes. Just don't tell the other horses. And with that, Sparkles closed his eyes, raised his head up high and started flapping his ears like wings. I'm a butterfly, fluttering around from flower to flower, sipping sweet nectar and spreading pollen far and wide, he said in a tiny voice. All the animals and kids watching burst into applause. That was beautiful, said the glittery kid. So graceful. You're the best butterfly I've ever seen. Thank you, said Sparkles, blushing. He knew he wasn't really a butterfly, but for that moment, no one cared. They just saw a horse pretending to be something he's not, and they loved him for it. From that day on, Sparkles was known throughout the kingdom as the bravest horse for standing up to the bullies and as the most graceful butterfly for his amazing pretend talent. And Rapunzel learned that even though Sparkles may not be a unicorn, he is the most magical pet a girl could ask for. Don't forget like, comment, and subscribe Hanum Cartoon for more videos. Bye!